Forced to work from home by your employer? Laid off or feeling depressed at home? Do you want to make money working from anywhere? We'll show you how to do it from your couch. It's time for another episode of the Work From Home Show. Coming to you from their homes in Austin, Texas and Tampa, Florida, here are your hosts, Adam and Naresh.
Welcome back to another episode of the Work From Home Show. I'm your host, Naresh Fissa, and as always...
Work from home in Austin, it's Adam.
It's Adam, as always. So today, surprisingly, actually it's not that surprising anymore, but we've brought up that our show it's growing. We've come a long way, Adam. We've gone from what, 1 to 10 to 18?
To 30
listener.
to 150 next week.
Yeah, to 150 to 400 to 600. But anyway,
watch out, Joe Rogan.
Yeah. Well, we still like our 18 listeners. We like saying that we have 18.
You're special
listeners.
to us.
Yep, always. But Adam, as we continue to grow, the more feedback we're getting. And so I want to dedicate this episode to just, it's going to be quick and short and sweet, but we're just going to share some feedback and emails and questions and answer them as best and as quickly as we can. So are you ready?
Let's do it.
All right. Well, the first thing I want to say is, surprisingly, I did not expect this when we got started. I did not expect this after our recordings, but every single piece of feedback, every email or Facebook we've gotten has been from a woman, which I'm very surprised. I think that's awesome.
It's because men aren't willing to ask for help.
Maybe that's what it is. When we were starting this show, I envisioned what our audience would look like, and legitimately 100% of the emails and Facebooks we've gotten have been from women. So I think that's cool. I mean, I think I've always just kind of attracted women. I don't know what it is about me.
Yeah, I remember Biz Radio. I had to fight him off with a stick from coming into our office to get a hold of you.
Yeah, so let's get to the first question. This first one, it's really a comment. It's a question too. So the first one is from Seema, and Seema says, "You guys sound so good and interesting. It must feel really good to have the freedom to say whatever you want." That was her only comment. End of comment.
Yeah, my boss isn't going to fire me, so what do I care?
Well, that's exactly. It's a fascinating comment because, Adam, so many people who work regular jobs, like they work at companies or they work in an office, they don't have the freedom to be themselves.
Nope.
And that's something we haven't really talked about much on this show. But I think the best part of working from home, and even more than working from home, the best part of being your own boss and your own business owner is the freedom that comes with that. I mean, Adam, I have the freedom right now to say, "F you," and no one's going to come and fire me. And that's pretty amazing feeling. It's a pretty amazing feeling. I feel really good right now.
And I'm not even offended.
Yeah. So, Seema, I guess, noticed that we have the freedom to say whatever we want, and we really do. And they're essentially, I mean, the free market can have repercussions for sure, but I think one of the best parts, and I remember this going back to 2013, it's like I felt like a free person again. Mm-hmm. Like when I was a kid, I felt so free, and I could say whatever I wanted and do whatever I wanted. It's just an amazing, amazing feeling, and I really feel bad for the bulk of corporate America who can't feel what I'm feeling.
Yeah, and especially I kind of like to think of it. I mean, for the most part, I work Monday through Friday, and then we talked about before that I work on the weekends some, but it's really nice just to be able to, if I just want to hang out with my kids and read a book one day, that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
and then I can do some work later in the night or on Saturday or, Sunday afternoon, whatever. I mean, I couldn't just walk into an office where I had a full-time job and kick back in my office crack a book open and just sit there and read for 2-3 hours. That I'm sure that'd go over real well. So I mean, it's great.
Well, can you imagine? Can you imagine, Adam? Like, I want you to cuss at me right now. I want you to call me just something bad.
Oh,
just,
you sack of shit.
There we go. There you go. So can you imagine if you work at a company and your boss is listening to this, or someone at your company is listening to this, and what they would think of you or what they would do to you? Like, you wouldn't, in fact.
Oh, I actually cussed at a coworker once, and I got reprimanded by the CFO.
Oh, I think I remember that. I was there. I don't remember who it was, but I remember you.
It was our accountant.
Oh, now I remember. Yep, I remember. Yep, I remember that very well. And yeah, that's what happens at the companies.
It's frowned upon.
It is. So look, we're part of the reason why we even started this podcast. Working at a company, they probably wouldn't even allow such a thing. If they found out that you were starting a podcast, they'd be like, "What is this? Why are you doing this?" They'd probably fire you. And as far as guests go, getting more guests on the show, I've been trying to get people who have made that transition from working in an office to working at home, and none of them, they've all declined because they said, "Oh, my employer's not going to let me do an interview." So I'm like, what kind of employer is that? All employers are like this. It's not a question of what kind. They're all like this. So we do have that to be thankful for, Adam. I'm very thankful for that. And thanks, Seema, for the comment and for the observation.
And for listening. Obviously, Seema listened.
Yeah. She's listener number 17. So
I prefer to think of her as listener number 19.
Okay, 17, 19.
Oh, we already had our 18. She's new.
Yeah. Well, then let's go to listener number 20. This is from Sarah. And Sarah asked, how do you guys have time to run your companies, invest in real estate, write books, be stay-at-home dads, and do a podcast?
That's easy. We, right now we're recording. It's 9:45 for me, 10:45 for you. I wouldn't be doing any work. Yeah, PM. I mean, I'm not. Well, actually, that's not true. Sometimes I work this time, but for the most part, the day is over. You can do this on my quote unquote free time.
Yeah, so we do it on our free time, but I've been working hard during the day on this. But to answer her question better, I think just being at home, we've talked so much about when you're at home and you're working from home, the time just it like magically opens up. It's pretty crazy. It opens up and you can still get a lot done. And we're gonna have a separate episode on investing in real estate, but we've done that from our home too, right, Adam?
Oh yeah, I've never seen our properties.
I own eight houses, 8 tenants, property managers manage everything. Never met any of these people, never even seen the houses. I've seen them on Google Earth, and their Google Earth is not very accurate in how the properties actually look, but still I've seen them on Google Earth, but that's about it. So yeah, we're not really wasting much time traveling around the country looking at houses. And then as far as my company goes, it's a digital company, and look, it's when you hire good people, like we have Adam. Adam is like our director of WordPress development. So when you hire good people, it just makes the work so much easier because you can just kind of sit back and let the people do the work.
Yeah. And I know whenever you bring me stuff, you're bringing me legitimate people who, want work done, and I don't have to sell myself to them. So.
Oh yeah, you've never had to sell yourself. In fact, you brought up on a previous episode that you've never even talked to any of our clients. Which is great. I mean, you don't have to waste your time on the phone or meetings or anything. It's just, hey, this is what you need to do, and you get it done within the timeline.
Yep.
Let's see what else. She said, write books. So this is actually a challenge, writing books, and I am working on my next one. I actually, because of what's going on and really the country being shut down, we have the podcast up and running. So that's great. And it's kind of on autopilot now because all the hard stuff is done with as far as the marketing engine and the development, the copywriting and topics and all that. It's done with. So actually some time is going to be freeing up over the next couple of weeks. And I am hoping to start my next book. I've already outlined it, and who knows how long this shutdown or this lockdown is going to last. But I think I can finish a book within a month. So I just try to make use of every moment that I get. That's really what it is.
Yeah, and I mean, don't get us wrong. We're not, we have projects that we haven't completely finished. Like I have a book plan that I've even kind of started, but I've been sitting on it for a while just because it hasn't been my primary passion for the moment, and there's other stuff that I'm doing. So, we're doing all this stuff, but I'm not doing real estate every day. I'm not doing
Yes.
web design every day. It's kind of I do it when I need to, don't when I don't. So, like my real estate stuff, I've been dealing with it more this week because I had stuff come up. But before that, it had been a couple months since I'd really done anything. Website stuff, I've been doing a couple little things for you, and then I had to make the work from home show website. So that came up, and then, I'll be doing other stuff the next couple of weeks. So it sounds more intimidating than it really is.
Yeah. Yeah. And those out there who are working from home, you will realize that you can start pursuing separate, whether it's another stream of income or it's a hobby. You're going to find that you have more time to do it. And that's a greatness of working from home.
Absolutely.
And next comment. So I'm not going to read all these, but let's just say that we had several overweight housewives reach out to me, reach out to us, because apparently I made some comments about overweight housewives, and I never imagined that we would have an audience of overweight housewives. So anyway.
What was that you were saying about your way with the ladies? I don't remember. So
we had a small group of overweight housewives reach out to us, just saying, hey, I'm a housewife. I'm not sure if I fit the overweight housewife, but I'm not one of those people fighting for toilet paper at the grocery store. And so my apologies. I never meant to say that all overweight housewives are fighting for toilet paper at the grocery store. It's just in the video that I saw and in the reports that I read, that's what was reported. So, overweight housewives, I really apologize for that. And,
the greatest apology ever.
I hope we didn't go from 20 listeners to like 10 listeners. This is definitely a demographic that I didn't know would catch on with us. But hey, we welcome you. We want you. So keep up your feedback. hello@workfromhomeshow.com. Next question. This is another comment from Cindy. So Cindy said, I am not a man and will not use my hand. LOL. This was a reference to a previous episode we had on toilet paper in India, or the lack thereof during the 90s. And Cindy goes on to say, I had to apologize to my poor husband. We all made fun of him a few weeks ago when he ordered 32 rolls of TP on Amazon.
Oh, God.
We are so glad he did it. End of comment. And Cindy, that's great leadership by your husband. Man of the house stepping up to the plate.
That $30 could have just been spent on a bidet.
Or bidet. These bidets, I'm a huge fan. I'm a really, 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 I have been for several years now, maybe for like 5-6 years. Huge fan. I don't know about you, Adam.
Oh yeah.
It's more natural. It feels good. What is this toilet paper, And the bidet, there are all sorts of news articles out now about bidets and how people are trying to buy apparently there's this portable. Have you heard about this portable bidet?
No, but no. Just no.
It's like a bidet that you take with you. Yeah, it's if you're in an emergency, you get stuck at the airport, just take out the bidet and got it there with you. So the bidet
Can you
industry
imagine
is,
being the TSA agent who opens up the bag to that? It's like, just move along, sir. Just move along.
well, I wondered, huh? Yeah, well, I actually just Googled portable bidet and check it out. Check it out. I've seen these at now I know what this makes so much sense now. Okay. Yeah. Well, portable bidets, the sales on those have skyrocketed over the past couple of weeks. So good for those guys. All right. The next question comes from Minol. Minol says, I would like to hear about your companies and what it is that you guys do. You don't promote yourselves enough. The podcast is hilarious and more so very relatable. So thanks for the question, Minol. And you know what, Adam? We actually don't promote. I think that's what makes our podcast pretty cool. Like, we're not trying to sell people. I mean, we're trying to sell people a free copy of my book. That's
It's worth every penny, people. Worth every penny.
yeah. Yeah. So she wants to just get an overview of what exactly we do. So let me start by saying my company, Krish Media and Marketing, is a online and digital marketing agency. Website is Krish, Krish, mediamarketing.com. And we're going to have a separate episode that goes over a lot of the services that we offer, not because I'm trying to sell you, but because you guys could actually learn these services for yourself and make money from home offering these services. We might even hire you if you're good at it. So to do a quick rundown, we're not going to go into detail on these, but Krish Media Marketing does design work, whether it's like logo design, pamphlet design, we do web design, we do web development, we do copywriting, online reputation management, search engine optimization, pay-per-click, podcast production. We do book publishing, including audiobook publishing. We do affiliate marketing, lead generation, email marketing, marketing project management. I mean, we're a digital marketing agency, so anything that's online or digital, we probably do, with the exception of mobile app development. We've gotten away from mobile app development. It was too much, very expensive undertaking. But outside of mobile app development, if you just surf the internet or take out your phone and start using stuff, we probably do a lot of the things that you see, whether it's a display ads, online advertising, CPA advertising, you name it. Like we pretty much do it all. And Adam is, like I said earlier, he's kind of like our director of WordPress website development.
You
so
make
that's
it sound all fancy.
Yeah, that's his specialty. And we must have given you, I mean, at least 30 projects over the last 5 years, maybe.
Yeah, I don't even bother keeping count. That's what I have the invoicing software for.
Yeah.
Makes life easier.
Yeah.
So my company's just Lone Star Multimedia, LoneStarMultimedia.com. I do some web design stuff. I don't do any like hard coding necessarily, but I can make your site look like you want. Do audio production. I've been doing that for, oh man, I'm old, getting close to 20 years.
You taught me how to do it.
Yeah, I did. And yeah, I used to do some graphic design work, but I stopped doing that because I didn't care enough about it. Didn't want to do it. It wasn't a big part of my business, so I just stopped doing it. Which is another thing you can do if you're working from home and as a business owner. You can just be like, yeah, I don't want to do that anymore. As opposed to working at a company, good luck telling your boss, yeah, we don't want to do that anymore. And yeah, that's I don't offer as many services as Naresh does. I kind of just stick with those two, and then I think we've talked before, we're doing the real estate selling stuff. So I think that's
and like I said, so Adam is essentially a subcontractor for Krish Media and Marketing, and he's done a great job with our websites, our client websites. So if any of you are listening, I guess this is probably the only sales pitch that you're going to get about our businesses. Just visit visit our website. Well, we already shared our respective websites. So lonestarmultimedia.com for Adam's web work, krishmediamarketing.com, KRISH mediamarketing.com for all the services that we do, or just contact us, hello@workfromhomeshow.com if you just want to inquire about anything. If you have any questions about doing anything online or digital, we'd be glad to help you out. And I'll tell you, this podcast, Adam, I didn't share this in our mailbag today, but so many other people have contacted me all of a sudden, and they're like, hey, you know what? I want to start my own podcast. Can you help me do it? So
let me tell you,
like,
I did a count a couple months ago, and I've produced and published, it's well north of 1,500 podcasts. It might be in the low 2,000s.
You mean episodes?
Yeah, not individual podcasts, but individual episodes. With all of the podcasts that I've helped with, I think it's nearing 2,000. It might be a little over even. But I guarantee you it was more than 1,500, and I think it was close to 2,000. So yes, can help you with that. Happy to help get started.
That's a lot of podcast episodes. And I remember my first day as your intern, you showed me how to edit audio, which is a skill that I still use to this day. Really, that is such an important skill. I'm not even joking. I've saved weddings because of my ability to edit audio and the music that they were playing. So huge fan of editing audio. And so check out our website. Again, workfromhomeshow.com. If you have any more questions about what we do, visit our individual company sites. If you need help setting up a podcast, Adam and I are here for you. We were able to launch our show within 3 business days. It was pretty crazy.
Days? No, business days. It was like maybe 2.
Okay, maybe 2 business days.
Because I think we could have launched. Did we launch on Monday or Tuesday? I think it was Monday. So no, actually, it was only 1 business day.
It was only So and that's, look, this is what we do. This is our bread and butter. This is how we make our money, and we have the infrastructure in place. Krish Media and Marketing, between Adam and me. And Krish Media Marketing, I mean, we can literally do anything and everything online and digital. So whether it's creating the website, putting together the artwork. I mean, Adam, we got our artwork for our show done in how long? Like, I think it was legit. I got off a recording with you. I said, hey, let me get my designer to do the artwork. And then an hour later, I think it was an hour later, I sent you a rough draft.
Yeah, so let's go over a little bit about why, I don't want to talk about just us here, but if you're looking to start your own podcast, your own business, whatever, let's kind of run through this real quick so you can see the benefits of working for yourself. Naresh texted me like Thursday night at 10:30 or something like that p.m. We kind of flushed out the idea Thursday night, talked about it some more Friday. I started kind of playing with some ideas about a website. He started writing a copy for it. Over the weekend, we did the artwork. We did, a little bit more on the website. And then we set up the podcast. We submitted it for all like the iTunes and all the other platforms. Monday morning, Monday during the day, the website was up. The podcast was published. And, that's just a turnaround. If you try to get that done in a corporate environment, I mean, that's days of meetings and, teamwork, teams getting together to figure out who's going to do what. I mean, there's no way that you're going to get together on Friday morning and say, we're going to start a podcast and we're going to have a website up and episode published on Monday. It's just not going to happen. And one thing I want to say is we talked about the only thing we're selling is a free copy of your book. Let me tell you why you want to sign up for our list. We, and Naresh specifically, is working with individuals and with companies to try to get them to offer free or reduced priced stuff. And that's the reason we're going to use this list is to offer you free or reduced price stuff to help you work from home and succeed. I mean, that's why we have the list, right?
That's exactly why we have the list. It's why we created the podcast.
Yeah.
We created the podcast to help people. I mean, Adam, you and I could be doing so much more with our time. We're busy. As that one listener emailed us, you write the book and you run this company and you're a stay-at-home dad, and like, how do you do it? trust me, we could be doing so much more with our time, but we did this because we saw there was a major, major need with all that's going on in the world. There's a major need of this type of information, the work from home information, to help you work from home, to start your business from home. And so the resources are only, and you'll notice that I keep saying I want to give away stuff for free. I want to give away not just 50 Shades of Marketing, but we're going to do special episodes on podcasting and how you can start your own podcast and how you can write your book. And we're just going to give away free stuff, free newsletters, free books, free ebooks, free audiobooks, because we want to help you. We want to inspire you so that you can do what we're doing and you can live our type of lifestyle.
Yeah, you can live our lifestyle, and you can also, the more businesses, I mean, every new idea, every new business is just a way for society to get better. Somebody out there, Steve Jobs thought of the iPhone, Bill Gates, thought of, Microsoft and all of that. I mean, whenever we get people away from the office and in their own house and in their own mind and give them space to create, yes, that's when our society flourishes. And that's what I really want.
And if you can hire people in the process, I think that's the ultimate good you can do to society. It's not writing a check to some nonprofit or charity. It's the ability to put money in people's pockets, to employ them, to, just me personally, we have maybe like 15 different independent contractors, you included, Adam. And then on top of that, on the real estate side, I have a partner who doesn't do anything on my real estate company, but so yeah, we pay two property managers and some other middlemen money. And I just feel like when you're hiring people and you're putting people to work, that's just the ultimate way that you can give back. It's not just giving away money, it's actually employing them or retaining them to do work for you. It's just, that's the way you build society. That's the way you build an iPhone. That's the way you build Microsoft.
There you go.
All right, guys. Well, again, if you have any questions, hello@workfromhomeshow.com. Hit us up on Facebook. We've been getting a lot of comments there. Our listenership continues to go up. I want to thank all of our listeners, our homeboys, homegirls, home trans, our housewives, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. We really, really do appreciate you. We love you all. Continue listening to us. And until next time, keep on working from home.